What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody in the building. If you are here and you can hear me clearly, please put a number 1 in the chat. Please put a number 1 in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Sound off in the chat room. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly before we get into today's show. We got another great show lined up for you guys. So make sure you guys hit that like button and share the show. Let me see if you guys can hear me before we get into the show. Okay. Awesome. See, you guys can hear me. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everyone in the building. And of course, welcome back to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's see who's here. Let me give some shout outs before we get into the show. Let's see who's in the building. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to all the visionaries, man. I appreciate all the love and the support, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to Bob on the check-in. What's good, Bob? Shout out to Boot Camp on the check-in. My brother Dale Diddy on the check-in. Salute. Reem Osama. Salute. Shout out to my man Wax AP on the check-in. Salute. OG, I appreciate you. I appreciate your support, man. Hey, Miss Camille. Good to see you, sweetheart. Good to see you. What's up, Mrs. Fem? What's going on? Yes, sir. Please share this live. Share the show. Please share this show. Yes, sir. Jeff Reviews on the check-in. Salute, cuzzo. Salute. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and share the show, man. We're going to get into it today. Because, I mean, whether us brothers want to keep ignoring the facts will always remain the same. And that is, we should be focused on our issues. We should be focused on our issues more than fighting with each other. We should. And I know y'all probably like, oh, come on, DS1. Not you talking this shit. Aren't you the same one that be going in on dudes when you ready? Aren't you the same one, who will fire on a dude? And, how could you be sitting up here saying this? Isn't that quite isn't that a contradictory, DS1? Absolutely not. Because the men that y'all heard me come up here and bomb on are men who actually rather promote our issues between each other instead of trying to rectify the issue. The guys y'all hear me going on are the guys who like to amplify the problem. And guys who usually amplify problems instead of talking about ways on solving them or implementing solutions, these are guys who are part of the problem. You see? Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a real life example. Y'all know how in the hood you got people who watch the fight You got people who heard about the fight. You got people who saw the fight. Then you got people who was there. Follow me. Shannon B, salute. Follow me. Now, y'all do know that each person has their own perspective on what happened. The person who heard about the fight think they know what happened. The person who saw the fight think they know what happened. The person who was there think they know what happened. They all have a story. But if you notice, when this goes down in the hood, the whole issue is everyone's gossiping about the fight. This is why usually in the hood, when shit like this go down, depending on who had a fight and who won or lost the fight, there might be more fights after from other people. You know why this happens in the hood? Because nobody's talking about a solution. So the niggas that y'all hear me go in on, these are the guys who are just sitting around talking about the fight. Yo, you heard such and such got knocked out, right? Yo, I saw such and such get beat up. Yo, you ain't see that? And then next thing you know, another fight happens. Then another fight over here happens. Then another fight over here happens. That's because nobody's talking about the solution. So those guys that y'all hear me go in on are guys who love talking about what happened and not what we gonna do about what happened. But want to keep harping on what happened, who said what, who said this, bye, boo, bam, boom. You see? Which then exacerbates the problem, which then creates the energy of people focusing on the problem more than trying to find a solution. And this is a problem that we have amongst each other as Black men. What's up, baby girl Wendy? Good to see you. Right? This is the problem that we have amongst Black men. We love to sit around and philosophize why shit is wrong and why it'll never be right, because that's just the way it is. This is why I say we need to focus on the issues. Because what usually happens when Black men talk on this level, you get one or two niggas, right, that love to come in and say, well, that's just how shit is, and shit is never gonna change. See, that's the nigga you got to get from around you, because that's a nigga who not gonna do nothing but die as the nigga he always been. You see, that's a nigga who's fine with the way shit is because he's fine with the way that he is. See, you can't be around niggas like that if you're trying to grow and go somewhere in life. Those are sedentary niggas who think, you know, I'm going to just sell these rocks until I die, because, you know, that's just the world we in. You got to get away from those types. Those are niggas who like to talk about problems all day. Those are problematic niggas. Those are niggas who don't have no solution, because they already told you that there isn't one. That there isn't a solution to poor health conditions. There isn't one. It's just what it's gonna be. And based on what we say it's gonna be, it's what it is. That's weak shit. That is not masculine. Because we like to get up here and talk man shit and talk about what it is to be men. To be a man is not to accept defeat. Oh, well, that's just the way it is. Well, you do know it ain't always been like that, right? See, that's how you challenge guys like that in the conversation. Well, you do know it hasn't always been like that, right? So how did it become this way? Since you saying this is what it's going to be, then how did it become that way? God the brand, salute. How did it become this way? Since it's never going to change. Well, you do know it changed. Things changed. That's why they're fucked up now. So don't tell me things can't change because they had to get fucked up. So don't tell me it can't change because at one point it wasn't the way that it was. So why can't it change into something better? Because you don't plan on doing shit. And this is the problem with niggas. Niggas like that don't need to be a part of no conversations or anything serious. You delegate those niggas to simple nigga shit. Because they not trying to do nothing. It's too much for them. They're not trying to think. None of that shit matters to them. These are basic niggas. And there's a use for those people too. There's a use for those men. There's a use for all of us. Unless you hate black men. Now, if you hate black men or wish death on black men, you're totally excommunicated. But basic niggas, we need them too. See, those are pawns on the chessboard. You basic niggas. You niggas who think shit not gonna change and shit just gonna be the way it is because that's just the way it is. You know, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. You know, those types of niggas, you're a pawn. You're a pawn. Understand that. You're a pawn on the chessboard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Brownie. What's going on? Good to see you. You see? And if you notice, these guys that always tell you that there's no solution for certain shit, be shit starting niggas. Niggas who like to start shit and like to be a part of shit and always got their mouth in on negative shit. But when it come to talk about something positive, man, that shit ain't gonna work. Man, that shit ain't nothing. But always got his mouth on something negative. Always could tell you how to do something negative. But when it's time to talk about something positive dealing with black men, man, why you want to hear that shit? That's a negative nigga, man. You got to pay attention to niggas like that. You got to pay attention to niggas like that. But he loved partaking in the bullshit. But he don't want to partake in the building part. See? Everything has a dual nature. Everything. So men can be builders and men can be destroyers. What type of man are you? Would you rather destroy your brothers or build with them? Or if you have destroyed brothers in the past, are you willing to rebuild? You see? Or are you just a negative nigga that's all about destroying? That's all about causing chaos and confusion. See, I understand why a lot of you niggas do it, especially here in the social media world, because this will get you niggas paid. Showing dissension amongst black men. They don't want us black men to bring our platforms together and have a men's mental health month. They don't want us to do that. Even though when we get on here and beef with each other, we show just how fucked up we are in our heads. That includes me. That's why I went and got a goddamn therapist. Yeah, I'm not fully wrapped tight my damn self. You see? But do you understand that about yourself? Because see, if you understand that about yourself, you understand that when you interacting with other brothers. Damn, I'm a little, I'm a little unhinged. So imagine this nigga who done been in the military. This nigga done been under all types of immense situations worse than me. You see what I'm saying? See, brothers, this is what I mean by we have to heal before we build. We have to understand who we are as black men and where we are so we can know how to deal with one another. You see? This whole drill rap shit was good, Dion. Salute, my brother. Salute. What's good, Cartel? Shout out to Cartel in the building. Shout out to the OG Mace. What's up, Mace? Good to see you, bro. This whole drill rap shit, these two guys right here, this shit, this right here, this right here, this right here, this is a war that is being perpetuated because niggas don't want to sit down and have a conversation. You see? They're perpetuating some shit that their OGs had to learn that they were perpetuating at once. See, I love when you niggas get up here. Oh, black men are not a monolith. Black men are not a monolith. Okay. But all over the goddamn globe, the same shit happens to niggas. Explain that. Can you explain that? Can you explain to me why there's a drill rap war in Chicago? There's a drill rap war in New York City. There's drill rap wars on the West Coast, in down south. Can you explain that? The drill rap war in Florida between take all them dudes from down there, Julio, Fulio, and all of them. Can you explain, since we're not a monolith, why the fuck are our problems all the same then? Explain that. I'm talking about as a collective. Why is our problems? Why is high incarceration rates a problem for black men in Chicago, in New York City, in LA, in Atlanta, in Texas? Can you explain that? Why do we have young black men, right, catching RICO cases, right, in New York, in Chicago, in LA, in Texas? Can you explain that to me? In Alabama, in Mississippi, Because I can name rappers from all these places I'm naming. In Louisiana, can you explain this? We're not a monolith. And all of these places that I'm naming, where these black men are coming from, that's spewing this drill rap, right? Their neighborhoods are impoverished. Their neighborhoods have been gentrified. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go look at Old Block now. Go look at Old Block now. Go to some of them favorite projects that you hear that you hear in these dudes' raps. Oh, they don't look the same. They're not the same. You think the Cali Oak projects is still the same? You think all that shit's still the same? But we see, we not focused on that as men. We focusing on bullshit personal issues when the system is the winner. See that? After you kill me or I kill you, guess who wins? The system. Because you going to jail or you going to die. For killing me, you're going to go to jail or you're going to die. Which means a coroner, a funeral director, a funeral home, a jail, jumpsuits, commissary. Who wins, nigga? Who wins? The prison system wins. You know who wins? The incarceration rate goes up. You know who wins? The constant threat of extinction. The rates go up. You see that? This is what we need to understand as black men. We're the ultimate loser. And then what you could tell your son? You could stand there and tell your son you a gangster? You a man? Huh? This is the shit that we still telling our sons, right? When they made you stand there butt ass naked and open your ass crack and cough. You wasn't no gangster then, right? Tell them those gangster stories. When you was humiliated. Tell him those. Tell him those. So he don't want to go there. So he don't think it's cool to have ops. When the goddamn ops is the motherfuckers riding around in that car with them sirens on top, ready to kill you because you a black boy in a hood that they want to gentrify. See, that's what you should be telling your son. Not that he got ops because he the big bro. Shut the fuck up. Because guess who the big bro when he up north? Ain't no big bro up north because big bro got to get on the count. Yeah, big bro saying, yes, sir, no, ma'am. That's big bro. That's big bro. That's big bro. Yeah. Yeah. The one who told you you ain't had to abide by no rules. Yeah. 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 Because you ain't got to abide by no rules when you hunting and harming your own people. But when you playing these people's system, yes, sir, no, sir. Ask big bro that. And if he a real big brother, he'll tell you the truth. He'll tell you why your gang was created. It was to overcome oppression and destruction for black men while they was in the prison system, little homie. While you thinking you tough because you throwing your fingers up. But what the fuck does that really mean in the real world? Nothing. It means nothing. You see? What do that mean? Huh? Nothing. You know what means something? When you stand next to your brother and you fight with him and you eat with him and you pray with him. That's the real shit. That's the real part. That's the real part. That's the brotherhood, nigga. Not y'all running around the neighborhood with bandanas on. What's happening? What's cracking, cuz? But then the police gonna turn the corner and you niggas gonna run. But you just told the little homies that look up to you, you run this shit. But when the police turned the corner, you ran. So you already lying and misleading the little homies. Because they already watching it. They already know you a liar. And see, what that does to these young boys today, that leave them out there by themselves. To not know nothing and to just crash out. Because we so focused on the problems between ourselves instead of the real problem. See, because if we really was standing on them principles, when they turn that corner, nobody running. What y'all running for? We don't got nothing to run for. Hey, what's going on, fellas? What's going on, officer? How you doing? Okay, have a good day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, that's how that's supposed to go. But we run because we don't want them to catch us doing something to one of us. See? You see? Why don't we change how these young boys and how we feel about law enforcement? And the way that's going to change is how we view the law. And that will change when we change how we view our behavior and interactions between each other as men. You see? You see? Because the police is there for public safety and to protect the revenue that's around in the environment. That's what police are. That's what the police is. Revenue agents. They're there for public safety. Protect our property, which is the people and the buildings and shit like that. That's why they're there. And that is because they understand that they've put people in an oppressive system which will make certain people misbehave. It'll make people rebel. It'll make people become a certain way. They understand this. This is all sociology and social science. They studied this shit. Psychology, they study all of this. But guess what we could do as black men? We could study it too. We can understand it as well. And the ones that do, it's our responsibility to teach black men in a whole nother way. The message is going to be different. And it's 2023. It's time for the message to change. We still talking this outdated bullshit. Which is why our conditions are not changing as black men. They're only getting worse. It is because we using outdated bullshit ideologies and we thinking that that's going to work in today's world, and it doesn't. And it doesn't. And yes, we can get on YouTube and we can unify and we can do shit. Yes, we can do that. I'm tired of you niggas saying that. Just say you don't know what to do. Don't say what black men can't do because you don't know. Because you don't even know what you should be doing. You don't even know what part you should be playing. So stop saying what we can't do because we can. Look up social activism. You ever heard of that? You ever heard of social activism? You do know we're in the information age, right? You do know that, right? You do know that, right? Darryl Richardson on the check-in, salute. You do know that, right? Rain Randall, salute. Good to see you. Pro One Theologist, salute, man. It's been a minute. Appreciate you. Shout out to Australia. I appreciate the support out there, man. You do know that, right? Y'all do know that our past couple of presidents got elected because of Twitter. Y'all do know that, right? It's called social activism, info activism. Y'all do know Twitter is where the political arena. That's what that platform is used for. Twitter. That's where they go fight each other and put all their dirt out there on each other. They go on Twitter. This is called info wars. Information wars. Information activism. Social activism. See, you don't have to go out on the street with a bullhorn no more. You can create a YouTube platform. You can build a Twitter following. So you don't have to stand on a corner and have 1,000 people standing behind you. You can have millions of followers on Twitter. You see? So stop getting up here and say, oh, this is just YouTube. Yeah, because you don't know what to do with you and your tube. You don't know what to do with you and your tube, you and your channel, you and your information, you and your tube of knowledge. You don't know what to do with it. So just say that. Be humble enough to say that amongst brothers, and maybe brothers will be able to direct you. But don't just say, oh, we can't do this. Oh, this can't do that. Oh, this is just YouTube. Nigga, you don't know what YouTube can be used for because you don't know what it was used for already. So shut up. Just like half you niggas don't know, we been had the goddamn internet. The internet was used for military purposes. So stop saying what something can't be used for when you don't know the functionalities of it. And you niggas that say that is you niggas trying to find a reason to be divisive amongst one another. And I'm sick of that for black men. We always trying to find a reason to be divisive. We always trying to be so matter-of-factly, and I told you so. We need to stop that shit. We looking for the aha moment with each other, the told you so moment. We need to stop that bullshit. We got too much goddamn issues. All these little black boys dying, getting killed in these inner cities. And I'm not talking about just the drill rappers and the one that's promoting the shit. What about the innocent bystanders? What about the little boys that's losing their life in these shootouts who just coming home from school? What about them? What about the little girls that's getting killed? What about them? So we not worried about that as men. That doesn't concern us. Public safety don't concern black men. Why? When we're out there, our women are out there, Our children are out in public. Why aren't we concerned with this as black men? Because we think we can't do nothing about it? Oh, so, but you're going to just go buy more guns. You see, listen to that logic. We can't do nothing about public safety, DS1, but I'm going to just go stock up on guns. You see what I'm talking about? Where's the logic? We men, we supposed to be masculine. Masculinity leads with logic first. So where's the logic in that? Oh, we can't do nothing about that, but I'm going to go buy more guns though. So that's your solution. And your solution is the same solution. Come on now. See, we got to think. We got to think. We got to think. We don't stop these young boys, these young men, these young men. We don't stop them from wanting to harm each other by telling them to put a gun down. What we do is we challenge their thinking process before going to get a gun. We challenge their thinking process or how they see one another without a weapon. Without a weapon. Just ask them simple, yo, what you think about homeboy right there? I know you don't know him, but what you think? You know, he Crip, you blood. What you think? It's called field research. It's a study. This is what we need to be doing as men. We get these young men around and we analyze them. We analyze their interactions and their thought process. Because if you gauge their thought process, you know why he want to run and get a gun. And 9 times out of 10, he want to run and get a gun because he don't want to look soft. It ain't got nothing to do with he have to protect his life. He trying to protect the goddamn image that you know is fake because you being an OG and a big homie, you know that shit don't mean nothing when you in jail, nigga. Because you amongst plenty of OGs and big homies that'll kill you. So we need to be real and tell them that's bullshit. You see? Color banging is bullshit. Because guess what? When you go in federal penitentiaries, you gonna be with other black men. That's not your blood, homie. That's not your cousin. That's not your cuz. That's not folks them. And they're gonna look like you. And all of them over there is against you and people who look like you. See that? That's the issue. That's the real issue. This is what I want black men to understand from today's show. No matter how much we kill each other, no matter how much we rob, steal, and hurt each other, guess what? The goddamn problems for us are still there. So yeah, you got $2 over lunch money. You got more money than me. But guess what, nigga? Yeah. Guess what, buddy? You ain't doing nigga, you poor compared to the average Indian man. So what you doing? So what you really doing? Oh, you just trying to be better than me. And this is the mental condition they want black men to stay in. Because with that mental condition, we don't solve any issues. You see? We don't solve anything with that mentality. The financial gap for black men doesn't change. The unemployment rate doesn't change. Their health conditions doesn't change. The lack of educational support and the poor education of Black men doesn't change. You see, it doesn't change. Because in your mind, as long as I'm better than him and those niggas. You see that? That's what it boils down to. And that's what they teach us to do. Just be better than your niggas. Not even understanding that we were taught that mentality. We were taught that. You see? And it's time for us to wake up and realize this shit. There's no excuse. The information is here. We're in the information age. You see? And these platforms like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, what do you think they steal? Information. Y'all got to understand what age we're in. So yes, you can get laws passed from the internet. You know why? Because you can bring enough people together and bring all those finances and resources together and then lobby that. Put it all together and present it to a lobbyist. This is what Black men supposed to be focusing on Black YouTube. Yes, we can do it. What do you think got the last few presidents elected? Because it was a unanimous decision on Twitter. It was a unanimous decision on Facebook. Everybody on Instagram was posting, yes, Barack Obama. Everybody was on social media, especially us Black people. Let's vote for Trump. Trump. Trump gave us money. Trump loved Black people. I told y'all Trump don't really hate us. Remember that? That was on the internet. But you niggas get up here, oh, this just the internet. This is the internet. This is not real. This is not real. Oh, so them presidents that got elected, that wasn't real. Oh, that wasn't real. Right now, you got politicians on Twitter airing each other out. That's not real. That's not real. That's the internet. This is the internet. This is just the internet. Sick of you niggas with that dumbass talking point. Think a little more. Pay attention. This is just the internet. But the internet is getting niggas RICO cases. But this is just the internet. Y'all sound like the dumbass rappers that say, oh, it's just rap music. It's just a video. And then they in court reading you your goddamn lyrics, telling you that this is when you admitted to this murder. You're goofy. And as Black men, we need to stop embarrassing ourselves like that because it's showing just how uneducated we are. And we starting to think this shit is cool and cute because it's the internet. And the internet getting niggas indicted. The internet getting Black men killed. The internet has got Black men their jobs taken from them and some more shit. But they did the internet. You want to keep saying that stupid shit as a Black man? You want to keep saying that dumbass shit? But you come here to do negative shit. But you don't say it's the internet then. When you come here, the troll, the dox, the beef, the internet. But if you so real, why you beefing on the internet? The internet. But when it comes to something positive, it did the internet. But you gonna beef on the internet. You'll beef on the internet, but you won't build on the internet. After it did the internet, then why you beefing? So you could beef, but you can't build. That's your mentality, brother. That's not the internet. That's your brain. That's how you think. That's your mentality. That's not the internet. That's you. Because guess what your brain is? A computer, nigga. So stop saying it did the internet. Because you got an internet in your brain. You do know that, right? You do know that, right, black man? You do know that the black man created the internet. You dudes be killing me with shit. the internet. Yeah, some shit we made. Yep, some shit we made for communication purposes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then it was given to the military and used for communication purposes. Yeah. Before they created an interface for the internet that we see today. Yeah. The internet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just like we always talk about these phones. Yo, these phones. You know, a black man created that, right? Create the iPhone and the technology. And yeah, a black man did that. A black man. But because we choose to use these things to work against us, we try to say it's powerless or we try to make it a problem. No, it's the mind behind it, which is what needs to be changed. The phone ain't the goddamn problem. It's the nigga using the phone. So while we sitting around finding reasons to beef with one another, we forget that the problems for black men still linger. If we understand that most black men are upset and angry because of poverty, because of their situations, then as thinking black men, we should understand that the reason why some brothers come across to other brothers a certain way is because of their situation. You see? You see? We would understand this. So with that understanding, then I know that the brother is not the problem. It's the issues that he's plagued with. Now, if he's not trying or willing to rectify the issues that plague him, then he's the problem. But initially he isn't. So there's no excuse or there's no reason for us to fight. Because the first thing that we share as black men is trauma. That's the common ground. Especially if a lot of us grew up in the hood, that's our commonality right there. Forget what level we was on in the hood. That shit don't matter because it's not going to matter when we in jail. It's not going to matter. That shit not going to matter because we still in jail. It's not going to matter. But if we all understand this, then we all should meet at a certain level, at a certain point, excuse me. We should all meet at a certain point, and there should be a common understanding A common understanding. And and do from that common understanding, we should understand that we have to combat poor health conditions. We have to combat fatherless homes. We have to combat persistent barriers to wealth, homelessness. Okay, you the big homie. How many of your little homies homeless? And if they not, how many of them you had to make sure would never be homeless? Because where he come from? Let's talk. Let's have a real conversation. Let's stop pussyfooting around. Since we men, then you had to make sure little homie stayed on his feet because he come from a parentless home. Grandma died when he was 14, and he jumped off the porch because he had to eat. Yeah, let's talk. Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk like men. When we ain't talking about no coochie, let's talk for real. Let's talk. You know where these boys come from right here? These young men. Rest in peace to FBG Duck. You know where these brothers come from? They fathers was brothers of the struggle. They fathers. Their fathers. So why we not trying to fight these issues? The little homies fighting the same issues y'all was fighting when y'all was little homies. The high incarceration rate didn't change. All it did was go up and go down and then go back up. The persistent barriers to wealth for black men didn't change. No matter how many goddamn BDs you shot, no matter how many Crips you killed, nigga. The schools around your neighborhood didn't get better to teach your kids in, no matter how many times you read the set. What you talking about? When when are we gonna overcome oppression and destruction? Huh, blood? Huh, blood? When we gonna overcome and show that it's brotherly love? Because brotherly love is supposed to override oppression and destruction. When y'all gonna show that, blood? Hmm? Amongst all black men. Because that's what the bloods are for. Not the rep Dipset and Bird Gang and Taliban. Not that dumbass, goofy ass shit that sent other black men to prison because they thought that was, I'm Taliban. Shut up, nigga. Now you in a jail cell, stupid. You don't even know what it really is to be a blood. You don't even know what you're supposed to be doing as a blood. Goofy. You're supposed to promote unity. The blood that's in us as black men is supposed to mean more than the beef. That's what blood is, nigga. Oh, you ain't know that, right? And I'm not a blood. And I'm not a blood. You ain't know that though, right? Yeah, cause you ain't real right, nigga. Stupid. Huh? You ain't about the community, right? It don't matter about these kids, but you a Crip. But these kids don't matter. Then how you a Crip, nigga? How you a Crip? When it's community revolution in progress, nigga. Who you think is in the community? Families, you dumbass. So how you don't care about kids? And you a Crip. Or you used to be a Crip. Huh? But you don't care about the kids and the women, but you a Crip. You don't care about the kids and the women, though, but you cripping. You cripping. No, you're not. You bozo. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're anti-cripping. Stupid. Because you don't know what it is to do that. You don't know what that's about. Hey, Shonda. You don't know what that's about. Because you standing on some fake shit, trying to be cute. So you could get a little coochie. So you went and put a blue bandana on, you bozo. Because she like Crips. So you went and became one, you little clown. Now you run around here. You done had a little couple of years and you got you a little set. Now you got other little crash dummies running around here talking about they Crips. Embarrassing the men who laid down their life and went to jail, got executed, became political prisoners for. This is why we gotta fix this shit, black men. You think Jeff Fort and them niggas went to jail for nothing? You think they went to jail for gangbanging, stupid niggas? No, they went to jail for unifying black men and showing it in real time. Don't forget, Larry Hoover bought buses to the goddamn hood. Get on the goddamn bus and you gonna go vote for who we tell you to vote for. Because we gonna get somebody elected in this goddamn office so they could feed our goddamn neighborhoods. Yeah, that's what black men did. Yeah. When we gonna get back to that, niggas? Oh, you scared, huh? Oh, you scared? You scared to be a political prisoner, but your ass to go do 30 years to do this. Larry Hoover been in jail 40 years for his people. But you done went and did 30 because of this. And that's not to humiliate brothers. That's to get you to think. We got political prisoners that been in prison for 40 years, 50 years. And we got young men out here getting 20, 30 years for being high on drugs and doing dumbass crimes. If we're going to crash out, let's go be political prisoners. If we're going to do that, black men, if you're going to stand on something, stand on it for real. Stand on it for real. Ain't nothing more. There's nothing more gangster than being a political prisoner. Nothing more gangster than that. Don't tell me that. Talk some gangster shit to me. That's gangster. Been in jail for 40 years because you represent growth and development for your people. What's more gangster than that? What's more gangster than that? Master Cody came out of prison a changed man. Didn't Tookie man, Tookie changed his life so much, wrote so much books. That man won an award before he died. They was ready to take this man off death row until Arnold Schwarzenegger said, no, kill him. That's a black man. Tookie Williams. Oh, y'all don't know that, right? Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know that. You know, because black men, we just some stupid niggas, right? We don't do shit, right? You think they're in jail for gangbanging? Then you believe the Black Panthers was a gang, you idiot. And you know why you believe that? Most of y'all, the same shit y'all then turn around and say is nothing. But it's because of the internet. Media. That's why you thought those men were gangsters and criminals and felons and killers. Internet. The same shit you turn around, oh, this is the internet. Yeah. You got to be careful. We have to be careful, brothers. And we have to always remain logical. See, because you got to understand, they're using all what's around us to keep us divisive. They're using these things as weapons so we could weaponize them against each other. But we don't see that as black men. They want us fighting on the internet. They want us doing all of this shit. Because they don't want us on the internet, on these YouTube channels, on these platforms with study groups, book clubs, black men actually building and learning how to do some shit. No, they rather us being up here pandering the coochie, talking about relationships, talking about who need a bag to go on a goddamn date. This is what they want us to focus on. While they sitting around building a whole RICO case on black men who be online having this relationship conversation and who talking shit about black women. See? While we sitting back comfortable, because what? We don't focus on the constant threat of extinction, which is an issue that plagued black men. Constant threat of extinction. They're always looking to lock your ass up or kill you. Black man. That means even on the internet. But we're not focused on the constant threat of extinction. We don't even know that that's an issue. Do we? What do you think drill rap represents? Huh? It represents extinction, extermination. This is why the labels sign it. They contract it. But shout out to the OG Big Dale, because he got a movie coming out about this stuff. So I'm not gonna get too much off into that. But black men, let's fight our issues and not one another. Because we've made ourselves part of the problem. We're not the problem. We're a part of the problem. And we've made ourselves the problem. Because we're afraid to attack the problems. So it's better to just play the blame game and to bomb on one another. But when we do that, we prove that we still have the issues that we have, which is the lack of agency. You see? So shout out to everyone, man. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. Shout out to the Brother Love Show. Salute. Brother Love says, DS1, you got commercials on your videos. Salute. No doubt, man. Salute. Salute. Astral Atmosphere in the building. Salute. Shout out to God the Brand. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. He said it's continued inherited beef that the next generation had nothing to do with. Exactly. And it is because those black men didn't clean it up. They didn't clean it up. All niggas did was die and go to jail. They didn't clean it up. That's why you got OGs out now that's trying to do it now, because they see where this is headed, man. Hey, Shonda. Darryl Richardson says, DS1, Phil Lieutenant. Salute. I appreciate that, bro. Shout out to Boot Camp. Shout out to everybody for coming through, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. If y'all enjoyed today's show and y'all would like to monetarily support the show, the Cash App is going across the screen along with the Venmo and the PayPal as well. Most importantly, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all being here. So do me a favor. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of today's show. Get down in the description box. Follow all the links in the description box to keep up with me on social media. Also, make sure you follow me and my brother, the podcast, Foundational Manhood Podcast, Foundational Manhood Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, follow us on Spotify and all your audio platforms. The links are down in the description box. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. Shout out to all the visionaries, man. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Shout out to my mods, always coming through and holding down the Chizat. Shout out to you if you've monetarily supported the show. I appreciate all the love and the support. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and we will be back tomorrow, same time, 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.